So, in today's video guys, we're talking about the best way to farm up CC in Dragon Ball Legends. As we all know, we've got part 3 of Legends Fest coming up very soon. Actually, by the time this goes up, probably a few more days, 2 more days or something. But yeah, we're talking about the best ways to farm CC. So, I'm going to have 2 videos up for this. There's going to be one, which is the main one here, which is going to be the full in-depth sort of video to get CC, like, you know, breaking down each individual one, stuff like that. And then I'll have a short version as well, which I'll link in the description, which will just quickly run through it, right? So obviously there's a few ways to get CC, and depending on how you look at it, there is technically quick ways you can do it, but there's also longer ways, but you get a lot more CC in the end, right? So the first one I'll talk about is story mode, right? Now story mode, I do understand it's very boring. I'm not going to say this is the best way to farm CC, but it's definitely a way to get a lot, right? Now, I can probably quickly do the math and then maybe edit it in if I have the time. But when you look at it this way, right? So for part 1, you got all these, all these quest story modes here, right? So if you go on the rewards here, you get 10 CC per run, right? So if you quickly look at that, you got 10 times, how many you've got there, right? Which would probably be, easy over 100 CC or a few hundred CC, right? Maybe even 1,000 just for doing that. But then you've also got your challenge as well, right? So you get 3 per individual mission here, which are pretty simple. They do get a little bit more tedious the further you go up in story mode stages. But as you can see here, clear 3 characters less, pretty easy, single character. Yeah, single character is pretty easy, just get any unit basically maxed out level, soul boost, you'll get it done fairly easy, right? But, you obviously got that, and you also got the hard mode as well, which obviously is the same thing, just harder difficulty, which I don't know why they haven't done with the other stages yet. I think they've stopped at a certain amount. Let me have a quick look again. You usually go by the stars as well, right? So stars, basically a quick way you do that as well, you just do 3 times the star, because each star is obviously, the stars are basically these challenges, right? So when you look at it that way, I'm trying to do the math in my head real quick. Actually, I'll quickly use a calculator for the Margin Boo one here, for number 6. Alright, so if I did the math right, which I could be wrong, but I think I did roughly work it out right, it should be over 600 some CC just for that, plus you got 10 per one, and I don't know exactly how many stages there are, but you see my point, right? It is a long, tedious process, but it is one of the best ways to actually farm CC. It's just a very long process. I mean, I've still got parts I gotta do. I've been a bit lazy, I gotta sort of catch up, but that's what I'm doing as well, because I'm obviously gonna start farming up CC for part 3, because I think it will be MUI Goku, but we'll see, right? So like I said, story mode I'd say is probably the number 1 way to farm CC, but it's not the fastest, right? I don't want to point that out there. So events usually a pretty good one, right? And the main thing I like to go on is the special events, right? So depending if you're new to the game, or some people just forget to do it. I mean, I forgot to do some, but some of these events are really good for CC, right? Mainly not like these ones here for the diamond ones. I mean, I think you can get some CC. Yeah, you get very little, but I guess it's some. But it's mainly these other ones, right? So the other ones are these ones here, right? See, I don't know what, I forgot what they called them. There was a special like event they called it, but basically each one of these I think give you 50 CC. Yeah, 50 CC per one, plus an extra 6 to get 56 per one. And there's 3 stages per one, as you can see for Krillin. So that's what, 150 per one, or 156 per one. So you definitely get a fair bit of CC just doing that. I think that's what, over 500? I think. I could be wrong again. I'm not really good at math in my head, but if it's, 150 plus 150, that's what, 300, so 600 something CC. So nearly 700 you might get, because you gotta add plus 6 to it as well. So you can sort of see, right, like some of these don't give you like, a multi per run on the event, but slowly building up this CC obviously helps up over time, right? Because you got it that way, you got 600 CC per one, there's one there, 2, 3, 4, 5, is there any more? 6, 7, and I think that's it. So there's 7 of them, so 7 times 650, that's, quite a fair bit of CC. Now, they are a little bit more difficult, obviously, depending on if you got the unit maxed out or not, because this one does sort of suck, because you need, as you can see here, Goku Black does need to be 14 stars, so it does sort of suck that way. But You can still do the earlier ones if you obviously got the character. I think that's all it is. You just need 4 stars. Okay, so basically 2 dupes you need. Well, the character and the dupe, yeah. So that's obviously another good way to farm up CC. There is obviously the other little special events here as well you can do. I think these actually have missions with these free-to-play units. I can't remember how much CC you get. I think you do get some, but like I said, I've obviously done it, so it's hard for me to sort of look at how much CC you get from that. But these special events here, the reason why I really like them and I recommend it is because these don't have a time limit, right? These will stay around pretty much forever, right? And even this one here, I think this event as well gives you a bit of CC as well, if I remember correctly. Plus in the missions as well. But the thing is with farming CC, I will point out, like I said, is you do accumulate these over time. But there is certain ways you can farm them now. But yeah, it doesn't, you're not going to get all these CC in like 1 minute, right? It's just not possible. Like the Dragon Ball codes I see, like there's been a few scams that going around saying, oh yeah, click this link for free CC. Don't. Please don't trust that. They never work. Okay, there's no codes, nothing like that. Don't believe free CC unless it comes from actually, the Legends team themselves and they give it in your gift box, right? Other than that, don't click any links. They just don't work, okay? So we've obviously got other events here as well. So you got the original series here, which all these do give you CC. Not mega amounts of CC. I think these here give like 500 CC in general, because missions and that as well. So it's just all these little things, like I said, they are tedious, but it does help rank up CC a fair bit, right? Recommended as well. Now, one of the other best ways to do it, but I don't usually typically like to recommend this as like the #1 thing, mainly because raids aren't around all the time. Obviously for Legends Festival they are, and I don't know if I actually collected all of mine just yet, but I think a total of 500 CC per run. Yeah, I still got a few more got to do. So, yeah, raids have been very good to farm up. I mean, even not just for CC, it's obviously good for other stuff as well. But, yeah. What else to go in the event section here? Before I go talk about missions, because missions are pretty important as well. Yeah, again, you have got this event as well. Very good for CC. I think you get another 500 CC from this. So, but like I said, this one here is not around all the time, this challenge battle, which I think it should. Even not for festival, just for normal celebrations, they should bring it out. But we all know how Legends is, right? These Ultra Space Time Rushes don't give CC. They used to back in the old days of Legends, but now they don't, so don't worry about that. Co-op gives you some as well. If I remember correctly, I don't know if I actually bought mine yet. I don't think so, so I think I can show. Should we write down the bottom? Yeah, so you get 300 CC here as well. It does require a fair bit of medals, but at the same time, it is worth in the end. And co-op's obviously good, 'cause I think... Does this one have the good equipment? Yeah, it has a diamond equipment, so that's obviously good to grind up as well. Right, now, missions is another big one, I'd say. Yeah, like I said, the top 3 for me for grinding CC is story, events, missions, right? And I guess technically I will say it, but it's not technically grinding. You can obviously buy CC, that's the quickest way to actually get it instantly, but grinding wise you can't actually grind it, right? So events, right? Now daily missions is obviously a very good one to do. Like I said, daily stamps here don't, you're not get your CC straight away. As you can see there, day 1 it's like only 10. But towards the end you do get a total of 1000 CC, which is obviously very good. But that's after 14 days, so that's 2 weeks, right? Now you do also have the Battle Lovers, well not Battle Lovers plan here, but the other plan stages here as well. Now I recommend always go for the Battle Lovers one, because you do obviously get the most amount of CC. It is a bit harder in terms of missions, it's like play PvP a certain amount of times and all that sort of stuff. So it is technically harder to grind up straight away, but you can get a lot of CC from that as well. Events are another good one as well. Now a good way to tell is obviously going to the main rewards here, and that does show you. Like just doing missions as well, you get another 200 CC if you're doing co-op missions. The food tour obviously is part of the event, but you do get CC from that. Challenge battle, I don't think you get any more CC in this. No, it doesn't look like it, but there is LFZ power. But as you can see, the main rewards sort of does show you what you mainly get. but just double check just in case, because sometimes I don't actually put the CC in there, so just make sure you forget about it, sort of thing. Can I get it up there? No, I think it says 500cc for this freezer one, but I can't quite tell. Now, Z missions are another really, really good one, right? So, another thing I forgot to mention as well is when you do store it, you do get another 10cc from doing missions as well. Plus 30 of your experience points, right, to level up. And then, yet again, you don't get... I can't remember if you did used to get CC from leveling up. I think we used to, but I think at a certain point they stopped it, or maybe it was an update that stopped it. But yeah, obviously, yeah, these Z missions here do obviously help out a fair bit, because you do obviously get Z level points as well, right? For login as well, obviously you do get some, but you can't technically grind it, but you do get a fair bit of CC from that over time. Equipment's a very good one as well. If you're just starting out in the game, you know, you can obviously upgrade equipment. Now, a lot of people do get confused this upgrade equipment one to rank A, because I've seen a few people say to me that you have to actually upgrade the equipment, like each individual new equipment, for example, all these to A. That's not the case. You can literally just re-roll any one, for example, like if I was to try to find a good one, re-roll this one, right? So maybe I should upgrade that real quick just to sort of prove a point. I think it's on something 10. We'll re-roll a couple here, so we'll do about maybe 10 just to sort of prove. So we've got that done, and then we should be able to go back, and it should show us that we've got 10 more. As you can see, that upgrade equipment as well. That's not really the point I'm bringing up. Z missions. So yeah, like I said, it was on 39,010. Now it's on 39,020, right? So you don't have to get new equipments every time to do this mission. It's just literally, you know, re-upgrade, re-slot, whatever we call it. Just keep doing that, right? Now, some of these other missions don't give you CC, sadly, in the Z one, but, you know, I guess it's more helpful out, sort of thing. Friendship rank's obviously a good way as well. Well, I don't know if I say good way. It's very, very tiring to do, right? What else we got? Don't worry about this one here. We haven't actually got all the hero units, which is a bit weird while they got the mission, but I'm assuming they got plans for the future. And that's basically it for all the Z missions, right? There is other missions as well. Obviously PvP, you get a fair bit of CC, so I recommend doing all that. What else we got here as well? Tournament of Power is another very good one as well. I probably should do guides on that. If you guys want, just leave a comment and I'll probably do guides on it if I get enough requests. I don't mind Tournament of Power, but making a video on it, I'm not too sure how well I'll be able to help out, sort of thing, but I can try my best if you guys want to see that. But that's pretty much it, right? I mean, obviously got these special missions as well, which I've got a video up, which I'll link in the description showing these, but like I said, you can't technically keep farming these, you know, once the celebration's over, obviously for Legends Fest, so, but that's another good way to get CC, because obviously you get 4,000, right? But yeah, that's gonna be it for today's video, guys. If you guys need any more help or tips in that, just leave a comment down below, and I'll do my best to help out as usual. And yeah, if you guys like this video and you want to see more, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you as I win the next one.